Good evening, VV Nation, and welcome to tonight's video. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here, glad to have you here. It was tough to name this video, but Craig from Australia really said, Glenn, you need to do a robotics video soon. And here it is, Craig. We're going to call this, I don't know, robotics that meets AI, that meets quantum, that meets robots, something along the lines, because it's all about technology, whether it's AI, which is stemming all of this stuff, to quantum, so that we can make computers that can solve equations, and now moving on into robotics. And just, man, there's so many things, so many videos that we can make off of all of those things, which all comes down to technology, and it's going to come down to power as well. We're going to do a video on that soon. So it's all about robotics, not just robots themselves, but robotic processes. And there's a couple of stocks that I really want you to keep your eyes on, but guess what? I made a nice robotics list, which includes robots and automation in the robotic space. And we're going to reveal that today. And it's going to give me some fodder for further videos as well. All right, so we're going to go right into the story. Big move today. All right, this is what spurred it up, is that Rich Tech Robots' big move today. But it also, on Tuesday, I don't know what this is here for, but it's telling me I got to do something. Robotic stocks experienced a significant surge. Rich Tech saw an impressive increase of about 38%. Guard Force, GFAI, rose about 14%. Paladine rose 20%, and Serve Robots climbed more than 14%. The surge followed an announcement that the head of the OpenAI's hardware division on social media said that OpenAI is set to develop robots equipped with custom sensors. That's it in a nutshell. So then I took it a step further. I wanted to see what the 10 most advanced robotic countries were. And it's interesting, we ranked number 10. 285 robots per 10,000 employees. Now, let me go to the other side of the equation. A lot of people think that with robots, and could be, or may or may not be, that once we get robots in place, we get automation in place, it's going to cost a lot of jobs for people. I think that is not a wrong thing. I think that you're right. But I think in regards to maintaining this technology, it's going to create a lot of jobs. That's my 2 cents when it comes down to that. Believe you me, I love advancing technology. I don't want people to lose their jobs over these things. All right, and I understand that. I am just hoping that there's a happy medium, and maybe I'm naive. And if I am, maybe I'll come around to being less naive. But I am thinking that it's going to open up a lot of jobs for people to build these robots, maintain these robots, maintain the industry, especially if it's going to be a growing thing and it's expanding. I think it's going to open up a lot of jobs. But again, if you think I'm naive, let me know. I don't want anybody to lose their jobs over automation, but I think automation is needed. It makes life easier for us, right? And it makes, robots don't have to sleep or pee or eat or none of that stuff. Did I say pee? I did, but they don't. All right, and they don't need to eat. So I was looking at, United States, 285 robots per 10,000 employees. All the way down at the bottom of the list, number 1 was South Korea. 1,000 robots per 10,000 employees. So looks like South Korea is leading the charge in that space. And of course, us, we don't want to be left behind. So with that being said, let's go over into the software. All right, no, actually, I've got not a PowerPoint, but I got a Word document. So how many of you are Isaac Asimov fans? Isaac Asimov, IA. If you are an Isaac Asimov fan, in the chat, type the initials IA. I've read all of his books, especially on robotics and stuff. The 3 rules of robots. Again, this comes from him. A robot may not injure a human being or through an action allow a human being to come to harm. A robot must obey the orders given by human beings, except for where such orders can conflict with the first law, and a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protections doesn't conflict with the first or second law. That comes from Isaac Asimov. I just wanted to throw that in there. So now let's talk about the news today. So OpenAI is putting out a robot with some super sensors on it. The only way you're going to trade that, Microsoft. So Microsoft had to make the list from that perspective, powered by OpenAI. How about NVIDIA, a company whose chips power the vast majority of AI? Remember, AI, quantum, robots, all of it comes in together. At a technology conference last year, Huang made a bold declaration. The next wave of AI is here. Robotics, powered by physical AI, will revolutionize industries. Elon Musk made a related prediction last year. I think by 2040, so you saw the list that I showed you of all of the countries that have robots, probably there will be more humanoid robots than there are people. That's a bold statement. So some stocks that are on my radar: Intuitive Surgical, a leader in robotic assisted surgical systems. Got a picture of them. This has been around for a while. This was a big pick for Dr. DeLito a long time ago. Serve Robotics is a name considered if you have an appetite for the opportunity of small cap stocks. Serve Robotics is one of the leading names in robotic last mile delivery. I went took my granddaughter to a birthday party at some place, and a robot like this was bringing the food to the tables. That was kind of cool, and it gets out of everybody's way. It senses that. I'm loving that. That's Serve Robotics. Hyundai. Why is Hyundai in the list? Well, Hyundai is in the list because they acquired Boston Dynamics. They own about 80% of Boston Dynamics, and they've got a robot. And the thing about this is, how much money is Hyundai going to put into their robotics division? We will have to see that. And then again down below, another Boston Dynamics robot. Looks like the robot from the new, what's the movie that came out? Lost in Space, the new version of it on a streaming service. Looks sort of like that. UiPath is in the role too. Why? Because they're oversold but warranted. Even so, the management's promising fiscal year 2025 guidance and new AI product launches signal potential for renewed growth opportunity in fiscal year 2026. They've got a new contract or partnership with Google. So some stocks, some pictures I just wanted to show you. All right, let's get into my list. Here's my list. Let's change this up. Here's my list. I've got 18 stocks. This list is going to change over time. A lot of stocks that have made the list you already know about. Some you may not know about. And I think that going forward, as these stocks move, I may be doing individual videos on some of these stocks. Stocks like Ocado, I do like, because Ocado, here he is got grocery packing and delivering. That's going to, that model could be good for UPS, for FedEx, for Amazon, from a robotic model. Intuitive Surgical is here. I've got two ETFs I want you to keep your eyes on, and that's Robo and Bots. That's a great way to trade the whole space. NVIDIA is on here. Hyundai is on here. ARBE. I've been asked to look at that on live streams. That made the list. There's Serve, Paladine. So with the move today from the Microsoft AI, OpenAI, some stocks moved with that, and the big move was RR, Rich Tech Robot. And, we saw that story. I'm going to concentrate on these top five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't like that number on Serve as far as its percentage, but that's all right. That's just me. I want to take a look at these. RTs, 1, 2, 3 out of the 5 have RTs above 1. And by the way, this is sorted by percent price change. Move today. Let's go see if it's worth it for you to get into any of these stocks based on the news. Let's view the stock graph. And there it is, ARBE. Let's go put this on a 3-month graph. I'm looking at the near perfect indicator. I'm watching the move on ARBE. Nice move up today, but giving it back. Still has trend by way of the near perfect indicator. It's telling you to be patient. I don't know if I want to be patient right now. Let's go look at the next one. Nice move on RR. After falling, there it is. The MPI shows me I still have trend, but even with the nice move up, I've got an early exit to get out. It's up to you. I don't like the big wick at the top, so I do know that it was news driven. We'll keep our eyes on that. Next one. Wow, GFAI. So these stocks that move by way of the news, shooting star, follow through, going down, faded the gap. I like the fadation of the gap, but you know what I like? I see the stock's price moving down. I'm watching RT go up. That is a bullish divergence. I'm watching this stock go down. I'm watching RT go up. That is a bullish divergence. So yes, these moves could be a little early right now. It's up to you. I'm going to show you something in a second as well. Again, RT moving pretty sideways here. Man, a lot of these don't look so good, but I'm going to show you something in a second. Let's move down. Even with the move, serve. Look at the RT rising up. Look at the price moving down. That's a bullish divergence. So let me show you something. Out of the 18 stocks, I want to look at the watch list average. The watch list average on the MPI. See that turn down? All right. But here's a level of support on this list sitting at about 94.21, 940. Oh, gosh, I can't even freaking read it. 94. It's a lot of money. I think it's 942.14. All right. With that being said, oh, it can't be 94.21. There we go, because it's trading at $100. Sigh. I need glasses. I love this level of support. Look at that. Bottom left, upper right, pulling back, got trend. The volume is there. I like the move of the 18 stocks overall. I'd really like to see this group of stocks break above that level of trend. All right. With that, last thing I want to do, one last thing I want to do, I'm going to go back to graphs. I'm going to look at a performance graph of these stocks. There's NVIDIA, there's Amazon. I'm looking at a 3-month graph. Let's see what really stands out. ISRG, let's go take NVIDIA off. All right, so we got ISRG, we got Amazon. Let's go put on Serve. Wow, Serve is doing it. Oh, I'm taking off those two. Serve is doing it. Let's go to ABBNY, not as much. Hyundai, not as much. PATH, not as much. PDYN, PDYN is overtaking Serve. We'll leave that up there. GFAI, I'm going to leave that up there, staying right there with Serve. iRobot, not as much. Bots, the ETF, not there. Robo, not there. Kit, I like Kit, because that was Knight Rider. Look at them all three sticking together. But right now, the big mover right now looks like it is PDYN in performance over the last 3 months. OCDGF, not quite. Here's Rich Tech. Look at that. Rich Tech over the last 3 months is even outperforming PDYN. Those are my two. All right, ARBE, not as much. Rock, not as much. And Tesla. Nah, I'm going to leave that up there. So it looks like Tesla, Serve, GFAI, all sticking together. But what I like over the performance over the last 3 months definitely looks like our Rich Tech, a little bit more volatile in the move, but outperforming even PDYN. All right, so hopefully, man, I should have moved my head out of the way. Hopefully, if nothing else, out of looking at all of these stocks, you now have a better understanding of which stocks are actually starting to move a little bit more than other stocks. But I'm going to tell you to keep your eyes on this watch list of stocks. I'm going to go back. You guys can take a picture of this. I sorted it again by the stocks that were moving up the most. We then look at it on a performance graph. But I'm going to add to this list, or maybe take away from this list. But I think this is a good way to start off in the robotic space. It's going to be a hot industry. I don't think you get away from it being a hot industry. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit the like button. If you're brand new to the channel and you like the content, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon. I will be doing a lot more on these stocks over the coming year to keep you on board of which ones to be in at the right time. Folks, this video is over. Until the next time, see ya.